The thick morning mist covers the M3 buildings that Lao workers lazily walk towards construction sites and Chinese businessmen waiting for noodle soup frantically salt into their mobile phone. In 10 years, 30,000 people will live here. They are going to build a hospital and an international school. Say Suck 35 and a Lao restaurant owner who moved to Boten after COVID-19 met him jobless in March 2020. Suck speaks prefer English and used to manage personal in the hotel in Luang Prabang. He's learning Chinese. His daughter will soon go to school, and his restaurant is packed every evening with Chinese and Lao construction workers. Within a rural village counting a few hundred inhabitants less than 20 years ago, is shaping up as China gateway to Laos and Southeast Asia. Located in Longnam province, in the far north of Laos, Boten lies on the border with China and since the 1990s has been an official border crossing between the two countries. Dramatic people development began in 2003 when the area was designed as special economic zone, and the Lao government signed a 30-year lease on 1,640 hectares of land with a Chinese developer with invested 500 million to live. Speaks for this SEZ. The whole village to Boten was relocated 20 kilometers away in a settlement area called New Boten. The SEC, which focuses on casinos and hotels, was named Boten Golden City, which land on Beijing time. The south to attract gamblers from China and Thailand. The short time the city built a bad reputation due to violence, murder, and suicide of people unable to pay off their debts to Chinese casino concessionaires. The Lao government, backed by China, they decided to shut down the main casinos in 2011. The main investors failed and sent Boten through a few years of economics uncertainty, only with the list of the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), a consequent construction of the Laos China Railway did money start flowing to Boten once again. The SEZ agreement was revised in 2012. Boten would become the first stop of the planned Lao China Railway, the country's first substantial railway line, and an important logistics and economic hub. Following years of planning and negotiations, the tower's reconstruction began in 2016. A Haitian group, a Yunnan-based developer, says it plans to invest 10 billion to transform the former Golden City into what is described as the Boten Beautiful Land Specific Economic Zone, and developers estimate that 300,000 will live in Boten by 2035. The city is meant to be modern, futuristic, and to avoid the problems of its earlier counterpart. Casino, fly high list apartments, luxury hotels, shopping malls are being built in what is going to be the central business district of town. In the periphery, Haitian Club plans to partly reproduce the peaceful Lao village that Boten was before the SEZ construction, aiming at attracting Chinese tourists interested the experience seeing authentic Lao village life. It is past sundown. Construction workers throw cans of beer Lao at the fifth of a 30-story hotel after the working shift, while our Vietnamese with red flicks their makeup outside the glittering karaoke bars in Boten Sakis. The exception most of business are owned and run by Chinese nationals, the Lao who are seen to have limited experience in both the industrial and the service sectors are generally employed in construction sites and or as housekeepers. It is hard to deal with the Chinese, says Sak. They are often impolite and they speak out loud, he adds, but we have to adapt.